Welcome to Mike Cooley Radio. Let's get it, because we gon' get it in. What's good, everybody? I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Like I always say, what do I always say to you guys? Stay what? Stay what? Stay what? Stay sucker free. That's right. Stay sucker free from these haters, because the haters is going to hate. Let them hate. That should motivate. Only God can see your visions. Only God can put you in the place that you need to be. Let them haters hate, and that should motivate. Even if you're at the bottom, they're at the top, and they don't believe in your dreams. You believe in your dreams and give it to God, and let God believe in your dreams and make your dreams come true. All right? And if you have friends support you, keep those ones close to you. The haters, you keep them far distance, and you prove them wrong for yourself and for your confidence. All right? That's what I'm talking about. I hope that give a message to everybody that's going through something with these haters, because the haters are like a disease. They are cancer. All right? They are a cancer to you and to society, but we got to have them. And I love them because they motivate, and I love to prove people wrong. That's what I love to do. I hope you would love to do the same. Please follow Mike Cooley Radio right now, guys. Follow Mike Cooley Radio right now, all right? Just go ahead and push that follow button and enjoy all the content that I give you. All right. Also go to iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. I'm on all digital platforms. All right. Yes, I am. I'm on all digital platforms. So please, Spotify also, please follow me, follow Mike Cooley Radio, and be able to listen to everything that I'll be talking about. Hope you guys love my segments. Also, follow me on social media. All right. YouTube, especially YouTube. I got a lot of videos of podcasting on YouTube. And everything, and you guys can listen to it. I got videos and stuff for me with different celebrities and things that I'll be out here doing. So please follow me on YouTube. All right, just type my name in, MikeKooley, and please hit that subscribe button on YouTube and follow me and see what I'm doing in the industry and the things that I'm doing with podcasting, and podcasting videos are coming out. A lot going on my YouTube channel, so please follow that. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram also. I have so much tons of stuff that I be doing there. So please follow, all right? Download, okay? This is very important. Keeps my stats up, all right? All right, now we're going to talk about something very, very interesting today. We're going to talk about Trump today. I know I've been gone for a while, guys. You know, usually I'm on a mission, all right? I'm on a mission. Okay, I got a lot going on. I'm doing events. I'm so all over the place. So I don't get it. So when I come back and do the podcast, there's so much I have to tell you guys and how I feel about so much stuff. That I'm back. So I'm going to talk about Trump. All right. I talked about this before. If you go back and look at some of my segments, I'm have to bring some details to you on which segments they are. I have to go back and look. But if you go back and look at the segments when I talk about Trump and my Trump segments, I said he was going to go for a third term. And people looked at me and said it's impossible. But I said when he took those files, I believe, when he took those files to his Florida home, he was looking into all this. I think he had this already planned before, just in case if he wanted to go for a third term, he could. You know what I mean? There's so many things, so many rules that we probably don't even know about in the Constitution might give him an opportunity to be able to do it. Now, I don't see how he can do it, but he is clearly saying that there is a possibility that he can pull this off. And I know that's going to shock a lot of people. I know people are going to say, what in the hell is going on? How can he pull this off? Some people agree with Trump on how he's doing things right now. Some people don't, with the immigration. And then we got the trade situation that's going on, where he's having battles with trades. Food prices probably end up going up and things like that because of these situations. There's a lot going on. But he feels that he can get a lot of the job done, and he think he can maybe go for a third term to make sure that he can finish the job that he pretty much is putting together. So let's hear it. Let me let you listen to this, and I will get back to you with my full conclusion to all this more and more detail, all right? So I want you guys to listen to this, and I'll be right back.
In a bombshell interview with NBC News today, Trump suggested that he would run for a third term, saying there were methods for doing so and clarifying that he was not joking. Quote, "A lot of people want me to do it, but I basically tell them we have a long way to go, It's very early in the administration. I'm focused on the current." When asked whether he wanted another term, the president responded, "I like working. I'm not joking," Trump said when asked to clarify, "but it is far too early to think about it." When asked whether he's been presented with plans that allow him to seek a third term, Trump said, "There are methods which you could do it." NBC News asked about a possible scenario in which Vice President J.D. Vance would run for office and then pass the role to Trump. Trump responded that that's one method, but there are others too, Trump added. Asked to share another method, Trump simply responded, "No." And let's be clear, this isn't a fluke statement by Trump. Steve Bannon confirmed this exact line of thinking just days ago during an interview with Chris Cuomo.
I'm a firm believer that President Trump will run and win again in 2028, so I've already endorsed President Trump. A man like this comes along once every century if we're lucky. We've got him now. He's on fire, and I'm a huge supporter. Want to see him again in 2028.
And obviously, anybody who doesn't like what you say but judges it as a function of a lack of intelligence doesn't know anything about you. I don't make that mistake. You're a smart guy. Oh, he's term limited. How do you think he gets another term?
We're working on it. I think we'll have a couple of alternatives. Let's say that. We'll see what the definition. We'll see what the definition of term limit is.
All right, well, so you're talking about litigating this issue, because I don't want people to listen to our interview and say, Bannon's cooking up an insurrection. Bannon is cooking up... You know what I mean? I want people to get a straight take on where your head is. What do you suggest?
Chris, as you know, I've had greater long shots than this. When we supported President Trump after the election, I realize you don't believe the election of 2020 was stolen. We do. We fervently believe that. Where President Trump went back to Mar-a-Lago on January 20th, 2021, he was the longest of long shots to return to the White House. We said that day in our podcast and doubled down having President Trump's back, that he was coming back not just to win the primary, he would win the White House, and we had to get organized and drive that victory, and also start working on all the policies, what's called Project 2025 or the America First Policy Institute, but all those different think tanks that started putting in the policies that you're seeing today in what we call Flood the Zone or Days of Thunder or however you want to describe it. But this is many years in the making. So we've had greater long shots than Trump 2028, and I've got a lot of stuff we're working on there. We're not prepared to talk about it publicly, but in a couple of months I think we will be.
In fact, Trump himself has echoed this exact claim. I'll show you some clips which you might have previously felt were jokes, but keep in mind Donald Trump's clarification today when asked that he's, quote, not joking.
All right, one second, guys. See, so we see what's going on right now, right? This is interesting, right? Let me give you guys some more, all right? Here we go. This is unbelievable. I'll give you my opinion on this after. Unbelievable.
Really rocking. We're looking good for another 4 years, and then we got.
Should I run again? You tell me. There's your controversy right there. There's your controversy. You'll be seeing that. You're gonna see that tonight, Tim, on television. But the fact that they say I can't run again. That's the expression. Sir, Then somebody said, I don't think you can. Oh.
And do not delude yourselves into thinking that the spineless band of clingers-on in the Republican Party aren't already on board. Republican Congressman Andy Ogles has taken the cake, just having introduced an amendment to the Constitution to allow Donald Trump to run for a third term in office. The resolution he introduced would amend the 22nd Amendment, which currently limits presidents to 2 terms. And I should note, too, we've seen this coming. Just days after the 2024 election, Congressman Daniel Goldman introduced a resolution to reaffirm Congress's support for the 22nd Amendment, which, again, limits the president to just 2 terms. The resolution was designed to get Republicans on the record in support because it was so utterly predictable that they were going to attempt something like this. And what did Mike Johnson do? He refused to even let it go for a vote. I asked Congressman Daniel Goldman for his response to Andy Ogles' resolution. He said, quote, by now, Donald Trump's pattern is predictable. Joke about something unconstitutional or authoritarian, normalize the joke to allow sycophantic Republicans to adopt the joke into a serious idea until it becomes MAGA orthodoxy. Representative Ogles has followed the playbook perfectly by proposing a constitutional amendment to allow Trump to serve a third term. While I'm grateful that he acknowledges that a third term would require a constitutional amendment, nothing Donald Trump says or does is funny. So let's talk about the legality of what Trump is seeking to do. First off, Ogles' amendment is nakedly unconstitutional. Period. Second, there is not enough support to amend the Constitution, for which you need a 2/3 majority vote in both the House and the Senate, and then ratification by 3/4 of the states. So any legal route to do that is not happening. Period. But third and most importantly, none of that means that Republicans won't still try. Remember, presidential immunity also isn't in the Constitution, and guess what? Republicans, with the help from their judges on the Supreme Court, created it out of whole cloth. Also, barring insurrectionists from running for federal office again is in the Constitution, and yet again, with the help from their judges on the court, they eliminated that provision entirely, meaning we ignore this at our own peril. We give Republicans the benefit of the doubt at our own peril. And look, my job here is to balance what I believe is a legitimate threat with what is a distraction. Trump and his mouthpieces are very good at the art of distraction. And by the way, he's got good reason to distract right now. The stock market is in correction territory, 401ks are plummeting, costs are surging, the economy is set to contract, and consumer sentiment is in the toilet. Let's not pretend that poor economic conditions aren't fatal to a presidency. But the other side of that coin is that oftentimes Trump repeats these insane, dangerous, autocratic ideas expressly to be able to normalize them. His goal is to say it enough, to broadcast it in broad daylight so frequently that it loses its shock value. That is half the battle. He's starting right now, just 2 months into his second term, the work of normalizing this idea so that 3 years from now, it won't feel all that crazy, just by virtue of the fact that he has said it so damn much. So again, my job is to try and parse out what's worth talking about and what's not. I believe this is something that's worth talking about, not only because we need to steel ourselves for the fight that's coming, but also because it is a testament to just how dangerous this person is. If you are a Republican or an independent or a non-voter or a conservative Democrat, this claim by Trump that he can run for a third term is a testament to who he is, how un-American he is, and his disdain for democracy. Opposing this person doesn't make you a radical leftist. Frankly, it makes you a good American. He is showing you right now who he is. Believe him.
All right. You guys heard that, right? Now, I'm going to give you my opinions on all this stuff, and I'm going to tell you how I feel about Trump and what he has been doing so far in the 2 months he's been in office. I believe he's been okay. I don't agree with everything that Trump has been doing. When it comes to the immigration, I stand by what I say. Immigration needs to be taken care of. Now, if there's other ways, I don't agree with him going to schools and picking up kids and doing stuff like that I'm hearing about and stuff like that. I think that the kids should be safe to be in school to get an education. They shouldn't be worrying about some ICE immigration coming to pick them up from school. So I don't agree with that. I do not agree with the situation where he pardoned the Capitol situation, when he pardoned those people from the Capitol. I thought that was crazy. I always say it's okay to protest. Our American Constitution allows it. But it does not forget that a peaceful protest, not a fighting one. And people have lost their lives at the Capitol. And some families will not get those people back that has passed away for something that should have just been a peaceful protest if you were upset about Trump or whatever the situation Trump was trying to do at that particular time. It should have been a peaceful protest. When it's not peaceful, consequences have to happen. They shouldn't have got pardoned. That's just my personal opinion. They shouldn't have got pardoned. But that's what he wanted to do. Then we have so much inflation. What we hearing is that prices is going to be going up on food, going to be going up on gas, going to be going on everything. The trade market is crazy because he's fighting with Canada on trades, and he's fighting with China, and everything. He's trying to get these trades to a point where America can make money and get a fair deal. And so I get that he's trying to do that, trying to get a fair deal. But there's a lot of American people are struggling and can't afford to be having him raising up everything and stuff when it's already raised as it is and people barely surviving. And then you're going to raise the prices up more to try to do something. I just think this is not the right time to do it. But that's what his plan is. And so we'll see what he does about the third term. I'm going to look more into it to see how the hell he can pull it off. But trust me, man, there's so much things in the Constitution that we probably don't know nothing about unless you really read it. That can give him an opportunity to go for a third term. But I believe he knows the strategy, and he's not going to say nothing because he don't want nobody to block it. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think they're going to stay very quiet about this until it gets close to that time. And then Trump will sit back and be like, yes, I'm going for a third term. And he will tell you how he's going to do that. But if he says it now, there's going to be ways where people can try to block him from doing that. And I think that's why they're keeping it quiet. And plus, it's a long way down the road anyway. He'll probably wait 2 years down the road or something before he gets close to that time. And then he'll start making his moves on trying to go for a third term, which is going to shock a lot of people, see if he can even do that. And it's going to be very interesting. And the Democrats are going to have a big task, especially if he does good these next 4 years, which it seems like he's okay. But there's still a lot of things wrong. But if Trump does good and the people in America liking what he's doing, it's going to be very, very hard. Very, very hard to get somebody coming and try to beat him for a third term. So the Democrats are going to have to figure out something. And it's going to be very interesting when the time comes. This is your boy Mike Cooley. I don't have anything else to say. Let's get it, because we're going to get it in. And I'm out. Any questions, anything you have, please let me know. Follow me. And I'm out.